First of all, your reaction to the League Cup draw, obviously, you've been against Tottenham.
Interesting game, but I think every draw would have been interesting because I don't know if it's always the situation in England, but 4 top teams still in the draw, so there was not an easy one. And now with Tottenham, especially with us playing them Sunday, and then I think quite in half of January we play them again. So yeah, interesting draw.
Interesting as well because of Tottenham style of play, they tend to seem to go for it and never really put the brakes on.
Yeah. You really, I really have to give them credits because if I look at Tottenham, and I come from Holland, but I did watch a lot of Match of the Day, and I think about Ginola, Paul Gascoigne, Glenn Hoddle, and Reece and Modric. For me, Rafael van der Vaart, Gareth Bale. They've always been a certain brand in football for me, and a certain identity, and I think Postecoglou gives them that identity back completely. So it's every time a joy to watch them, and sometimes results once in a while go against them, but I think they were one of the teams that beat City, like us. Not all of them beat them in the manner like we did and Tottenham did, because it was completely deserved in these 2 situations. Dominated the whole game. We and Tottenham. So great work that Ainge is doing over there, and I hope this has been seen a bit more. And I also hope that he wins a trophy, not the League Cup, but I'm completely a fan of his team for the Europa League, because people always talk about trophies. That is so important. Now, for me, his brand of football, his style of football is so much more important. And if he can combine that with winning something, that would be so good for football in general, because then people can start to stop talking about it. It's too attacking or whatever. How on earth can you play too attacking football?
How do you look at the position you're in yourselves at the moment? Because a few weeks ago we were talking about you having an 8-9 point advantage, and this weekend Chelsea could feasibly be above you in the table when you kick off on Sunday.
Yeah, I look at it like I've said for 3, 4, 5 months. Judge the table after 19 games, because then everybody played the same opponents. Probably we all had a bit of the same bad luck and a bit of the same luck. That means Arsenal, for example, had a lot of red cards in the beginning of the season. That's why they dropped points. Now we were unfortunate to receive a red card, and we dropped points as well. We still have Tottenham away, which were games that I compare it now with Arsenal had to play in the beginning of the season. Chelsea already played there, so yeah. Don't look at it where you were during the season. It's about where you are in the end of the season. But the best other moment to judge the league table is halfway.
I think last night in the game against Manchester United, as far as Spurs were concerned, we saw the good, the bad and the ugly. Is it difficult to know what to expect from Spurs sometimes, because they can be so inconsistent at times?
They are consistent in their playing style and what they want, and for me they're sometimes a bit unlucky as well, because what happened yesterday, they dominated the game. They're always they always like to attack. So sometimes he plays with three attackers, then with 2 attacking midfielders. The fullbacks join so much and join the attack so much. So they're always there. And yesterday, for me, they were so unlucky. So people say, why do you bring the ball out from the back? Because they lost the ball. And the second one, the goalkeeper wanted to kick it away, which is what everybody wants then. But it's still a goal. 4-3. I don't think there are many season ticket holders in the country that are that can say that they watch so many great games. Maybe the ones at Liverpool. Yeah, I think it's a privilege to be a season ticket holder at Tottenham. It's a privilege to be fan of them at the moment, because they play such a great style. And it's not like since Ainge arrived, they don't win anything anymore. Before that, they were not a club that won many things. But what they always won is the sympathy of the fans. in Europe, maybe also in England, I don't know, but definitely in Europe because of the style of play they had. And that is something which you must not underestimate. If I think about Spurs, I think about the shirt, I think about the playing style, about their identity, about certain players. And for me, he brought that back completely.
In interviews, Trent has spoken about wanting to build a legacy. It means that when he finishes his career, he'll be remembered as the best right back. I'm just wondering, do you like that sort of ambition in a player, and do you feel you've built a platform here for him to be able to achieve that?
Yeah, I definitely like this in a player. I think this is something every player must have if you play at this level. You need, if you don't have this, you probably don't play at this level. As long as they understand that they need the team to be special as an individual, as long as they put the team first and as a result of that be special themselves, and that is what they all do, including Trent. But they need to have this, all the top players have this, they want to be special, they want to be the best. If that's not what you have, I think it's so hard to put the effort in. We were just talking about to stay fit, to play, to be good every 3 days, because okay, you always see them during the game and then you probably feel like, oh, what a life these players have. And that is true, they have a great life, but they have to put a lot of work in to be able to be at their best every 3 days. And that's not given to everyone, that mentality and that discipline. And therefore, I think that's the mentality of a top player, and part of that is that you need and want to be the best possible player in your possession or the best player in the world.
Not so much a problem with Southampton, but maybe in the last couple of Premier League games, maybe kind of slow starts. Is that something you're concerned about, or something you've spoken to the players about at all?
Yeah, interesting, because my feeling was the same. So I thought I always watch the game back, but when I watched our game back against Fulham, I felt the same. It's a bit of a slow start. It doesn't help that many of our home games, one of our players gets a knock, and there's a treatment for 1.5 minutes, and then there's a rule in this country that the player then has to be out for half a minute or 45 seconds. I don't know exactly how long it is. That doesn't help to build the momentum, because against City and against Madrid, I think we had quite a good start. But when I didn't look back at the Fulham game, first 10 minutes were really good. We were 2 or 3 times threatening them. Unfortunately for us, the linesman 2 times raised his flag. That wasn't offside. Talking about momentum, it's not a big thing, but it doesn't help to create momentum. We had a shot from Curtis Jones where we picked the ball, where we should have had a corner, which the referee gave a goal kick. So I think we started quite well. But if you simply look at goals, we didn't score in the first 10 minutes and we conceded 1, and we took a red card after 15 minutes. But which is difficult because there are vital moments in the first 15 minutes. But if I look at the other 14 minutes, I liked what I saw. There was intensity. We were on top of them. We were trying to come in their 18-yard box. But for the reasons I just gave, the momentum was not the same as it was against City or Real. But what we did was the same. Let's put it that way.
Cheers.
You're welcome.
Okay.